is a bipartisan victory for the people of Illinois. And I think it's important that we mark this date in the history of Illinois. It is the day, our birthday, of the state of Illinois, that we use the process of democracy in a way that helps the people. And everyday people, I think, will benefit from this reform. We have many things to do, but we had to do this. I respect the retirement security of all of our public servants, and I think it's important that we understand that the action of the General Assembly today, in a bipartisan way, will make our state stronger and will make the people stronger. And that should be our focus at all times, to make sure that we advance the interests of the common good of everyday people. But today, this day, will always go down in history as a day where the people of Illinois, through their elected representatives and senators, took action for the future. The people have won. We have all won.
Governor, is there still a need for a tax increase at this point?
Well, we'll take that issue up in the coming year, but right now I think it's important to get the bill that passed today. It's going to be processed by the Senate and the House very promptly, I was told, and as soon as I get it, I'll sign it into law and we'll move forward.
Governor, you had a press conference here some years ago where you had a legal opinion that said it would be unconstitutional to change the pension benefits for employees. Can you tell us about how your own thoughts have evolved over that time, and to the extent that those employees would say you are diminishing their benefits and it's unconstitutional, at least the way Pat Quinn discussed it 3 years ago?
I believe the legislation that was addressed by the legislature and passed by the legislature today is constitutional, and I believe the Supreme Court will uphold it as constitutional, and I think it is necessary for the economic good of the people of our state, and I think the court will see it that way.
Governor, the lot's been made of the funding guarantee, and that in this debate that it would somehow hamstring the state. How much wiggle room is there in that funding guarantee?
I think it's a reasonable, necessary guarantee, given the history of pension investment in Illinois, to have a provision that requires the state to put the proper amount every year into the pension account. I've done that as governor ever since I've been governor, and I think it's important to have that standard in the law for all governors and for legislators to abide by. If there's some extreme emergency, 9/11 comes to mind, you have to account for that. But unless you have an extreme situation, I think it's very, very important for the government of Illinois to put the proper amount every year into the pension account.